literally become the species.
Of course, many hours spent with canine animal studies. I perfected my poodle.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 stars you forgot were in DreamWorks movies.
And we must continue to fight until our foes are defeated.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best occasions where famous celebs flew under the radar while lending their voices to this animated company. Which of these DreamWorks actors surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Renee Zellweger, Shark Tale, B-Movie, and Monsters vs. Aliens. From Bridget Jones to Judy Garland, there's no denying this actress is a pro at manipulating her voice.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
Perhaps that's why she's voiced characters in not just one, but 3 DreamWorks animations.
Your pet shark here told me everything.
Dang, Lenny, why would you do that?
I don't know. I like her.
Thank you. I like you too. What were you thinking?
She plays the lovable but fierce Angie in Shark Tale, creating the ideal love interest for Will Smith's Oscar. She also proved herself a proficient improviser as Vanessa Bloom in B-Movie, effortlessly bouncing off her co-star Jerry Seinfeld.
I don't want to put you out unless you're making anyway.
Oh, it takes 2 minutes.
Really?
It's just coffee.
I hate to impose.
Don't be ridiculous.
Actually, I would love a cup.
Hey, you want a little rum cake?
Finally, she gave a captivating performance as the self-assured and adventurous Katie in Monsters vs. Aliens. Zellweger brings a unique dynamic to each of these characters.
Jiminy! Why did I even let you talk me into this? Maybe we should get out of here.
Or maybe we should go check it out.
We wouldn't be surprised if DreamWorks called on her talents yet again. Number 9. Ben Affleck, Joseph, King of Dreams.
Can you forgive me for thinking I was some miracle from God?
But you are a miracle. God sent you to save our family and all of Egypt.
Despite its predominantly positive reception, this animated biblical adaptation remained in the shadows of its predecessor. Not even the combined efforts of the voice of Luke Skywalker and the A-lister behind its protagonist, Ben Affleck, could help.
I was among you, but then, all of a sudden, I was above you, and your wheat bowed to me.
I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Nothing. That's what it means. Nothing.
Hey, you asked to hear the dream.
Yes, you heard us correctly. Affleck of Good Will Hunting and Gone Girl fame provided the speaking voice for the King of Dreams. One review praised the actor's ability to illustrate the character's growth from feckless youth to wise adult using his voice alone. He definitely gave a captivating and charismatic performance that definitely deserves more love. It's about time more people rewatched this movie and showed Affleck's voice acting the appreciation it deserves.
I will not harm any of you, or our father. I am your brother, Joseph.
Number 8. Matt Damon, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Affleck's Good Will Hunting writing partner and childhood bestie also has a notable DreamWorks role.
And so I grew from colt to stallion, as wild and reckless as thunder over the land, racing with the eagle, soaring with the wind. Flying? There were times I believed I could.
Originally, Damon wouldn't have even been necessary because there was a version of Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron where the animals didn't have any spoken lines. But the filmmakers later decided to include a narrator to capture and share their title characters' innermost thoughts.
I remember the sun and the sky and the wind calling my name, in a time when wild horses ran free.
Although Robert Redford and Tom Hanks were also considered for the role, Matt Damon ultimately stepped up. The film follows Spirit, a Kiger Mustang stallion who gets captured during the American Indian Wars, but is later freed by a Native American man named Little Creek. Damon's narration provided additional and beguiling nuances to an already stirring and compelling story.
But that goodbye was harder than I ever imagined. I'll never forget that boy, and how we won back our freedom together.
Number 7. Angelina Jolie, Shark Tale and the Kung Fu Panda franchise. Even though you could fish plenty of famous voices out of this ensemble, the celeb talent didn't prevent the film from tanking.
You know, Shark Slayer, there's only one thing I like better than money. Revenge.
For instance, did you even remember that Robert De Niro voiced Don Lino?
What are you doing with this guy? He took out your own flesh and blood. Frankie!
But, Pop, just listen.
But nothing. You never take sides against the family, ever!
Did you also catch that Angelina Jolie lent her voice to Lola? This wasn't the actress's only venture in DreamWorks animation either. Jolie has served as the voice of Tigress, one of the Furious Five and master of the tiger style of Kung Fu in the Kung Fu Panda franchise.
You're not thinking straight.
I am thinking straight.
You're not. I've seen Kai. I've seen what he can do.
Yeah, well, he hasn't seen what I can do.
As in her live-action movie credits, you can tell that Jolie's drawn to strong and powerful female characters, and they suit her perfectly well.
Everything they see, he sees, so there's no sneaking up on him. He will never get close enough.
It's gonna work.
He can only be stopped by a master of chi.
Number 6, Julie Andrews, the Shrek franchise. Julie Andrews is known as a stage and screen icon, international treasure, and queen of Genovia, as well as our hearts. But did you know that her reign also extends to the kingdom of Far, Far Away?
It's so nice to have the family together for dinner.
She plays Queen Lillian in Shrek 2 through 4. In the third installment, she even treats us to some musical nods that shout out a couple of her most famous characters.
Why don't you just lie down?
Additionally, Shrek 3 introduces us to her musically inclined nephew Arthur. He's fittingly voiced by Justin Timberlake. Not only is Timberlake a welcome addition to the cast, but he arguably delivers one of the film's funniest and most unforgettable lines.
Somebody help! I've been kidnapped by a monster trying to relate to me!
Artie, wait.
Number 5, Bruce Willis, Over the Hedge.
So, do you think they have enough? Well, they don't. Because you know what? For humans, enough is never enough.
The idea of Die Hard's John McClane playing a cute little raccoon with a mischievous streak might sound too ridiculous to believe, but it definitely happened. In Over the Hedge, Bruce Willis provides the voice for the plucky raccoon RJ. While the actor took on some pretty daring roles throughout his career, he singled out this animated role as being nerve-wracking.
That's impossible.
Not if we work together. You see, you've got the food gathering skills, I've got the know-how, and they have the food.
How much food?
Loads of food. Heaps of food. Food out the wazoo.
With no props, set, or costume, and with each actor recording separately, he only had his voice and imagination to rely on. But we still feel like he nailed it and was a perfect fit for the voice of RJ. It's just a shame that the sequel was canceled and Willis couldn't show off more of his vocal talents.
That, my friend, is a magical combination of corn flour, dehydrated cheese solids, BHA, BHT, and good old MSG, aka the chip.
Number 4, Jessica Chastain, Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted.
The circus means everything to us. And if you do anything that threatens this circus, you will have to answer to me.
This dynamic actress has been seen in everything from Molly's Game to Interstellar, but you may have missed her role in Madagascar 3. During that film, Chastain plays Gia, the stunning Italian jaguar who's fiercely devoted to her circus friends. She also becomes a love interest for Alex. Chastain hit all the right spots as the sassy jaguar with a heart of gold. Additionally, she's the perfect provocative character to both make Alex's mane stand on edge and challenge him. Despite being a newbie to the Madagascar crew, Chastain's voice is so alluring and inviting that we can't help but love her.
I wonder if you actually do trapeze.
Oh, I actually do trapeze.
Show me.
Show me? What are we, 5?
I am 5, yes.
We honestly can't understand why DreamWorks hasn't yet released a spin-off starring Gia in a central role. Number 3, Gary Oldman, Kung Fu Panda 2.
Oh, yes, I had the wolf, didn't I? Fine, this panda. and bring him to me.
Lord Shen is one of the most diabolical villains in the DreamWorks world, and he just so happens to share the voice behind iconic antagonists from films like True Romance and Leon the Professional. Or if you're a Harry Potter fan, you might have heard tinges of Sirius Black. This multi-award-winning actor took a break from his usual serious and intense movies to play the, well, serious and intense evil white peafowl instead.
You think knowing will heal you, huh? Fill some crater in your soul. Well, here's your answer. Your parents didn't love you.
And all we can say is that he makes villainy sound pretty smooth. When his voice combined with the stunning animation, Oldman became one of DreamWorks' greatest, most elegant, and most fearsome bad guys.
How did you find peace? I took away your parents. Everything. I scarred you for life.
Number 2, Benedict Cumberbatch, Penguins of Madagascar. Remember when the internet went wild over Cumberbatch's pronunciation of penguin? It was brought to attention during an interview with Graham Norton.
These are Fiordland crested penguins, named after this corner of South New Zealand. So why are these woodlands so attractive to penguins?
Incidentally, he was promoting his upcoming movie, Penguins of Madagascar. He plays Classified, the leader of the Northwind Task Force. Perhaps DreamWorks saw the BBC documentary and decided it was best to steer him clear of penguins.
Still got it.
You destroyed a $19 million vehicle!
Even without the word, the actor gave a funny, endearing, and highly entertaining performance. We wouldn't say no to a Northwind spin-off with Classified in the spotlight. After all, that's where he loves to be. Plus, we might actually learn his real name as an added bonus.
Wow. I mean, truly impressive. Especially the bit where you slap the fruit. Ugh! Corporal, dim the lights. Short fuse, glasses.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Sharon Stone, Ants. She voices Princess Bala in DreamWorks' own Bug Story.
This is so gritty. 10 minutes and we're out of here, right? I mean, this place is off limits.
Just blame it on me. Say it was all my idea.
It is all your idea.
Will.i.am, Madagascar, Escape to Africa. He voiced Moto Moto, Melman's love rival for Gloria's affection.
Goodness, girl, you huge.
Who's your friend? Or is that your butt?
Girl, you as quick as you are after.
Seth Rogen, Various. He's Mantis in Kung Fu Panda Media, a captain in Shrek the Third, and Bob in Monsters vs. Aliens.
Hi, I'm benzoate ostlazine bicarbonate. Or you can call me Bob. Whichever's easier. Did I come on too strong? I'm sorry.
Brad Pitt, Megamind. Pitt plays the movie's antagonist, Metro Man.
I have eyes that can see right through lead.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Practically the entire cast, the Prince of Egypt.
And I can no longer hide in the desert while they suffer.
Yes. By my words, it shall be.
1998 saw DreamWorks deliver us this underappreciated classic inspired by the book of Exodus. However, did you ever realize how overwhelmingly A-list its speaking voice cast is? While Val Kilmer voices Moses and God, Ralph Fiennes can be heard as Ramesses.
Your voice has got to be its own physical body.
Their parents, Pharaoh Seti and Queen Tuya, are played by Patrick Stewart and Helen Mirren. They're also joined by Michelle Pfeiffer as Zipporah, Sandra Bullock as Miriam, and Jeff Goldblum as Aaron.
Look at your people, Moses. They are free.
We also couldn't forget Danny Glover as Jethro or Ofra Haza as Yocheved. Oh, and Steve Martin's Hotep and Martin Short's Hoy are great too.
You put up a front, you put up a fight, and just to show we feel no spite, you can be our acolyte. But first, boy, it's time to bow.
Did we mention James Avery lent his voice too? With a compelling story, fire soundtrack, and an unbelievably impressive ensemble, it's all we ever wanted and more.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.